Imagine a world long before temples, before scriptures, even before the very idea of one God. In that world lived a man who looked up at the vast night sky and asked a question that would change humanity forever. If there are many gods, who made them all? His name was Abraham, and from his simple, profound question, a new path for humanity began. Nearly 4,000 years ago, in the ancient city of Ur, in what is now southern Iraq, people worshipped everything they could see. The sun, the moon, the stars, the river, each was a god, controlling their destiny. They built idols of wood, stone, and gold, bowing before anything that appeared powerful. The sun gave life, the moon guided time, the river brought crops. But among them was one man, a shepherd, a philosopher, a dreamer, who began to question it all. He watched the sun rise and then inevitably set. He saw the beautiful moon wax and wane. He noticed the stars blink and eventually fade with the dawn. And one night, he said to himself, "The sun is bright, but it sets. The moon is beautiful, but it changes. There must be something greater, something unseen, beyond them all." That single moment of thought wasn't just a fleeting idea. It was the birth of a spiritual revolution. One night, while gazing at that immense desert sky, Abraham felt something awaken within him. A deep, profound stillness washed over him. And then, a voice not from outside, but from within. It said, "Leave your home, leave your idols, and go to the land I will show you. There, I will make you the father of many nations." This was the first revelation, the voice of one God, whom Abraham called Elohim, Adonai, El Shaddai. He didn't see a form or a face. He felt a presence, pure consciousness, invisible, yet infinite. And in that moment, humanity's relationship with the divine was forever transformed. So, Abraham left everything, his home, his wealth, even his people's gods. He set out into the complete unknown, guided only by faith. He walked through harsh deserts and rugged mountains, carrying one single truth in his heart. There is only one eternal, invisible, and just. Everywhere he went, he built small, simple altars, not to the many gods of his past, but to the one Creator who ruled over all creation. This was the beginning of the covenant, the sacred bond between God and humankind. One night this promise was made even clearer. God said to Abraham, "Look up at the stars and count them, if you can. So shall your descendants be." Abraham looked up, and millions of stars shone back at him. In that moment, he realized each star was like a soul, each life connected to the divine. This wasn't just a promise of children, it was a promise of a spiritual legacy, that the idea of one God would pass through generations, lighting up the world. And so began the Abrahamic covenant, a bond that would later give rise to Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. But every great truth is tested. In what is perhaps the most difficult story to comprehend, God asked Abraham to sacrifice his beloved son, Isaac. This wasn't about cruelty, it was the ultimate test of surrender. Would Abraham trust divine will over his deepest human attachment? With tears streaming down his face but unwavering faith in his heart, Abraham prepared to obey. But at the last possible moment, a voice called out, "Do not harm the boy. Your faith is enough." That moment became the bedrock of trust and a divine purpose, a lesson that true devotion means surrendering our own ego to a higher wisdom. Abraham's teachings were revolutionary. They weren't about elaborate rituals or lifeless idols. He spoke of morality, justice, and a personal relationship with God. He taught, "Do not worship creation, honor the Creator. Live with compassion, truth, and humility." He understood that the divine lives not in temples built by hands, but in the human conscience. From his lineage came Isaac, Jacob also called Israel, and the 12 tribes, the ancestors of the Jewish people. Moses would later receive the law, the Torah, but it was Abraham who gave the vision, the foundational idea that faith and ethics define us more than bloodline or power. From a psychological perspective, Abraham represents the courage to stand apart from the crowd. He broke from his society's entire belief system, just as a mature mind must break from inherited fears and illusions to find its own truth. The psychologist Carl Jung called this journey individuation, the process of awakening one's true, authentic self. So when Abraham left Ur, he wasn't just walking across a physical landscape. He was walking through the layers of his own ego and ignorance, heading toward a profound inner truth. And what's truly mind-blowing is how his ancient insight mirrors modern science. Quantum physics now suggests that the universe itself might be a form of consciousness, that everything is energy, interconnected by a single, unified field. Abraham's realization that all things are one and flow from a single source wasn't primitive superstition. It was a profound, intuitive insight. He understood what quantum thinkers are describing today. The universe is not many things, it is one energy, expressing itself in infinite forms. In a way, Abraham was the first quantum philosopher, perceiving the oneness behind all diversity, thousands of years before science could even begin to prove it. In the mystical path of Judaism known as Kabbalah, Abraham represents the quality of chesed, unconditional love, and boundless giving. His life was an embodiment of open-hearted living, rooted in divine trust. He didn't seek proof of God. His life became the proof that faith can move the soul closer to infinity. And that's why Abraham's story isn't just for one group of people. He is honored in Judaism as Abraham Avinu, in Christianity as Father Abraham, and in Islam as Ibrahim. All three of these great world religions trace their spiritual roots back to him, and all three carry his core message: God is one, humanity is one, and faith without goodness is empty. Abraham's journey teaches us timeless lessons. It shows us that faith is courage to willingness to step into the unknown. It shows us that trust is surrender, the ability to let go of our need for control. And it shows that purpose is a revelation, discovered only in silence and in heeding the call of truth. He didn't find God in grand temples, he found him in consciousness itself. So the next time you look up at the stars, remember Abraham, the man who once stood beneath them, alone, searching for truth. He didn't find a god of idols or thunder. He found a god of consciousness, morality, and love. Because when all our illusions fade, what remains is oneness, and that was his greatest revelation. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more journeys into the heart of wisdom. We'll see you in the next video.